Hey there, YouTube. It's Chris Bogo with the deck profile. Something well, let's just say some OCG guy built it. It's a really good and fun deck. It's cheap. Debating on taking it to a regional. Probably will, just to try it out. But I definitely will be taking it to an LCQ if I must. As some of you guys will know, Nationals this year is in Chicago, and I'm planning on going with a dickload of friends. The team, actually. But, anyways, into the deck, it's Chain Beat. The essentials of the deck pretty much are it beats down with Invincible Monsters and Chain Burns your opponent. So let's get into it. The Invincible Monsters, 3 Rabbit and 3 Thunderbird. They never go away. Unless they're warning. The warning's at 1, so...
Or Judgment.
Yeah, Judgment. If they Judgment a Rabbit, I guess I win faster. Essentially, those are the only monsters you play. Yeah. If they don't warning or judgment, you have a monster. So, whatever. And they add to the chain links for your chain burn. They do add up. When you have 2 of them on the board, adding 2 more chain links to a chain strike is pretty good. 2 dualities, obviously you play 6 monsters, so duality grabs a monster. If you already have a monster, usually you grab combo piece cards, such as Accumulated Fortune or anything else that adds to the chain. So duality is a great card overall in the deck. Then we have 2 proxy chain strikes because I forgot to get some. But chain strike, obviously, chain burn factor, adds a lot. Now, if we play the Seal Hori Calcus in here, essentially it just makes really big beaters off those 2. And, well, why not? It's good against Prophecy as well. Moving on. Oh yeah, it's pretty hard to kill as well. And staples, well, we do play Reborn. Depressingly enough, it's fit in for the sake that if they do warning or Dark Hole first turn, if you have it, you have an answer. And stealing opponent's monsters is pretty good. And Dark Hole, again, if they overextend, it's quite a push, if to say the least. And, well, Heavy Storm doesn't do anything. It actually hurts you more. So it's another staple you'd enjoy playing. Then we main deck 2 macro, just because it's anti-meta based. It doesn't hurt this deck 1 bit. And, well, poops on mermails, simply put. They do have 3 MST. Well, yeah, every deck is 3 MST. Doesn't mean the card's not good. They don't have an MST, or they blind MST and missed a macro, so I don't think you made it. Oh, that sucks. 1 Warning, 1 Judgment, still great cards. Obviously, they're at 1 for a reason. Now, this deck really relies on the fact that your creatures are indestructible. Let me just pull these 2 out. I said creatures, this isn't Magic. Torrent, they have a field. You have a Thunderbird or a Rabbit. You're like, cool, Torrent, chain 1 of them. I keep my monster, you lose all yours. Yeah, 2 Torrent. Great card, obviously. Overextending, punishing them for that. 2 Compulsory, Evacuation Device. This card's good. Hurts Exceeds, I guess. No, it is quite a good card, in my opinion. Kind of sucks against Prophecy, more or less. Actually, it just sucks against Priestess. But this card's real good. 2 Compulsory Escape Device. Each player shuffles 1 monster they control to the graveyard or to the deck. And that's specifically good because, well, you see these 2 monsters right here. They did the job. Activate this, chain 1 of them. Your opponent shuffles a monster and you don't. Too bad they have choice. But if they didn't, it would be a lot more broken. So, those. And I believe that's it for chainable stuff for these guys. So I don't need to be in the picture for much anymore. But now I assume you guys understand the comprehension of the deck. Literally the rest of the deck has been trapped so far, and it will remain that way. 2 Ball in a Trap Hole. It's a trap card. It's really good. 2 Mirror Force. Again, board wiping and poking with the low rabbits and Thunderbirds, getting you the game faster. Now we got to the chain burn portion of the deck. We have 3 Accumulated Fortune. Adding to 4 chain isn't really difficult. You draw 2. It just helps thin out the deck, gets you your combo pieces. Add to the chain. 3 Legacy of Yaligrasu. There you go. English Priest. But yeah, those are your 6 draw cards. You add to the chain. Chain burn plays them. I do not play Reckless. I thought about it over the Legacy, but I thought it was a little iffy for a deck that can barely control the monsters. 3 Secret Barrel, obviously this card. Decks that get massive pluses actually are really good for the matchup. For example, Mermail, this have like 80 cards on board. You're like, cool, barrel! Ruined. I love that card. Burn, nonetheless. And finally, 2 Magic Cylinder. Well, there come the days when that card poke does a lot. I love the card to death. And, well, I mean, let me just pull this out. This card exists, and that card exists, and, well, if you have if you know you're playing against Fire King, it's really easy to avoid if you have a Wind-Up Rabbit, because they'd be like, alright, you know they have Onslaught. Banish Rabbit before they got the Onslaught. Well, don't have that, you have a Thunderbird, kind of blows, so you're like, okay, I guess I'll have a Cylinder for that 27 Gyarados, which is exactly what I did against my brother approximately 10 minutes ago. So, 2 Cylinder, you could try different variants of this deck by playing 3 Cylinder 3-dimensional wall, because you do banish your monsters a lot and leave yourself open, but this deck does require some skill to play. It's not really hard, but know what you're doing, know what every other deck does, and it'll be fine. Finally, the last 2 cards in the main board are 2 Starlight Roads. Obviously, you play, I believe, 26, 24 traps. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 13, 15, 17, 19, 21, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. 27 traps, that's a lot more than I thought. And, well, protect your investment in your back row. Pretty much. Starlight Roads. And you get a free Stardust, which will die anyways by a lot of things. Moving on to the sideboard. This hurts me deeply, but I do sideboard 2 Kaiku. Honestly, Chaos Dragons is kind of a big deck of my local. Well, not really, but it's a deck, so Kaiku's. Just in case. You know, gets in there once and you banish 2 cards. Did its job, and those are supers. So why not? 3 MST, you usually will board them in always, because they're probably going to board in MSTs. Or not MSTs, Decrees. And those aren't fun. So, yeah, they add on to the chain as They really think Decree hurts the deck. I mean, you're playing Chain Burn, so if you have an MST set and all these chainable stuff, like a Chain Strike accumulated, there you go. Cool, end phase MST, or Decree, and you're like, cool. Chain, MST. How's it feel? They get pretty hurt. 2 Soul Taker against decks that just monsters I can't get over, obviously. 3 Soul Drain instead of another macro. I mean, doesn't hurt me, it hurts Mermail, so. I was thinking about siding a 3rd macro, but I found something cooler. 2 Goes a Match can hurt you, but it kind of hurts Wind Up more. So, Goes a Match. 2 Dust Banana, like I said, against decks double side. These will go in sometimes. All depends on your space, but Needle Sealing. I want to talk about this real quick. You have multiple Wind-Up Rabbits and Thunderbirds on field, and, well, this card just gets suddenly really good. So, you can side as many of these as you want. I only opted for 1 as of now. Further testing, I will either cut it or add more. Because in theory, it's just, you could add 3 more Torrents. That seems kind of good to me. So, yeah, that's the board. That's the main deck. Have fun on the end, pissing people off. I hope you guys enjoy. I'll see you guys in the next video. Adios, YouTube.